Welcome to Parkway Gardens, and thanks for viewing our gardening tips. Ornamental grasses are usually left to stand through the winter time. They're very attractive in the winter, rustling against the background of cedars or evergreens and against the snow. So most people leave them uncut until the springtime. But now in late March, early April, or late April is a good time to cut back those grasses, especially the taller ones. The earlier you can cut them back, as soon as the snow is gone, the better, because the new shoots will start appearing out of the ground. So basically, the one thing that you need to remember is to avoid cutting off the new growth that's coming up. Secondly, some grasses are evergreen, especially the sedges and some of the rushes are evergreen, and you can't really cut them back as you would, for instance, a miscanthus or a fountain grass. So what you'll do with those sedges is you'll simply comb them out with your fingers. You can cut them in extreme circumstances. If there's a lot of damage or if the rabbits have been chewing on them, you can trim them right back, but they'll be much slower to grow out and fill out again that year. So step one, simply find out if there's any shoots appearing. Look for the green shoots coming up from the base of the plant, and begin making your cuts no higher than about 6 inches or 15 centimeters above ground. The miscanthus have fairly thick stems, so you'll need to use pruning shears, and heavier secateurs to cut them back. If you have a lot of these types of grasses, you may want to consider getting a heavy-duty blade for a weed eater and cutting them off with that. Although that is something that you'll really not need to do if you don't have more than a half dozen or a dozen plants. Smaller plants you can cut back using a lighter pair of secateurs, like these little snips. They do just a dandy job for cutting back thinner stems, and you simply remove the debris afterwards, both heavier and lighter plants. I recommend composting it. It's really not suitable as a mulch because it makes excellent bedding for rabbits and mice. And here we have a blue oatgrass. The blue oatgrass is an example of an evergreen grass, and we simply comb it out with our fingers and remove most of the dead material from last year, the thatch that's gathered at the base. And you can keep removing that thatch until you're satisfied you've got enough of it that the appearance is presentable.